All right. So have you scored any of these half-price domestic airline fares yet? They became available from midnight yesterday. Meanwhile, because of another Queensland lockdown, many holiday plans, maybe yours, have had to be ditched. And the staycation is a very popular way to spend Easter in 2021. To talk about travel and how most of the industry will fare without JobKeeper, I'm joined now by Quentin Long from Australian Traveller magazine. G'day, Quentin.
G'day, Smithy. Nice to be with you on Friday, Good Friday. Happy Easter to everyone.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Same to you. So with Queensland applying that 3-day lockdown, so many Easter plans would have been dashed because although it was good for Brisbane to be unlocked today, you can't tell people at 12 o'clock on the Thursday, oh, we're open for Easter.
Yeah, you can come on back. Yeah, so it really did throw a lot of chaos into the industry, and all my contacts were saying, in Queensland particularly, it was extremely difficult. They had cancellations that were coming through, even though they weren't even close to any of the hotspots. So I'm talking about places like Cairns and the Whitsundays coast. And add to that, then you had the anxiety about people, and we have a fare sale going on the Thursday during this announcement that the lockdown's over. The happenings here, the timings of all these things couldn't have been worse. It was terrible. But I've got to say, the flip side of this is we're getting better at this, and we are showing that we can be really, really quick and sharp about it and get over it quickly.
Yeah, the word is pivot. I think everyone seems to be using the word pivot. Yeah. I want to ask you one more question related to borders. Given the fact that we're getting a slow rollout of the vaccine, surely when we get to about the change in the financial year, we've still got international borders closed, we've got vulnerable people vaccinated. Surely the public should demand that the states and territories get together and start promising business that they won't close and lock down again.
Smithy, I think they should have done that 3 months ago. This is absolutely critical to the way we deal with the recovery in tourism. And let's just be honest about this. Domestic tourism in 2020 lost $43 billion and then another $8 billion on just day trips. So this is a massive amount of money that has been lost out of this industry and is so important to our economy. So yeah, I'd love to see all the premiers come out and say that we promise to not institute lockdowns. The fact that WA is still in lockdown today, to anybody from Queensland, is just plain absurd. Yep. And we really need to get this organised at a federal level. I know that the federal government doesn't have the power to do it, but it is absolutely devastating for the industry. And we really need a coordinated approach. And I would agree with you 110% that if we could actually get a commitment from all the premiers to not close down borders, but have this very staggered, very deliberate and very focused sort of lockdowns for any outbreaks, would be a much, much better way to approach things.
OK, I want to talk about JobKeeper. It's over, except for the airline industry, which I think was needed. How steep will the cliff be, do you think?
About 89 degrees.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that will be hurting a lot, and a lot of people who are about to lose their job in the tourism sector. Many, many people in the tourism sector have already left to go and find other jobs and are not working in the tourism sector. This has been a critical brain drain for the industry and is absolutely devastating for the long-term prospects, because those people will not come back to the industry. And so we now need to rebuild that base. And I'm talking at an executive level, and I'm also talking on the shop floor as well, Smithy. One of the biggest problems we have right now in tourism in Australia is a lack of staff. And I'll give you a quick case study. Uluru, Voyages Hotels, have 2 out of their 5 hotels open right now. They could open up more if they had staff. Now, this is the problem, is they don't have staff. The aviation will not fly there if they've got nowhere to stay. So you have this cycle that's going on. Hamilton Island, exactly the same. They can't get enough staff. They usually have about 3,000 employees on the island. They've got 1,200 and are desperately seeking at least 300 more, if not 1,500 more. To give you an idea on the scale of the problem that we're facing in domestic tourism, it is staff that are really limiting our growth in many, many of the important key markets across Australia.
OK, one quick one before we let you go. These half-priced fares domestically, are they real? Or is it difficult to traverse? Are they only open at if you fly at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, look, so this has been really surprising. I've got to admit, I'm pleasantly surprised at how well they've done. So far, Virgin's come out and said they've sold 71,000 at the close of business yesterday, and Qantas and Jetstar 130,000. So that's about 20% of all the airfares have been sold.
Right.
Quick case study on exactly, are they a discount or are they not, which is what we all feared. I know a travel agent who quoted a person on Monday to fly from Sydney to Kangaroo Island, and they were quoting $670 per person. They booked them yesterday at $358. So that is a significant discount. And actually, the airlines are coming to the party, which is fantastic to see. There are deals out there to be had. It is difficult depending on days. You'll always get a better rate midweek and out of school holidays. But so far, so good. Pleasantly surprised. The big challenge is book your accommodation before you book your flights, because many of these destinations are really, as I alluded to before, short-staffed and can't open up to full capacity. So get the accommodation before you book the flights.
Some wonderful advice, mate. To you, Michelle and the boys, have a fantastic Easter.
Thanks, mate. Thanks to you and your family as well, and say good day to the twins for me.
I sure will. Thank you very much, Quentin Long. So you've got all the tips here on travel and booking. Get to it.